Okay, let's try this again. Sorry about that, y'all. We are here. Let's wait for
Here I am.
hello, Melanie. Yeah, I can see you now.
Yes, I don't know what happened.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
But we're gonna wait until some people show up to see you. So
Okay.
we had some people on the stream and it ended. I'm not sure what happened, and I got kicked out, and now we are both here.
Yeah,
So
I was seeing comments that they were speaking to you, and I was talking. I was like, wait a minute, can y'all see me? I don't think anybody could see me. So I
um
ended it because I figured you were on a different stream or
oh
something because your
no.
screen was black.
No, then you just have to re-add yourself to the stage. That's all. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, your screen was black and I couldn't see you at all. I'm like, what's going on? Okay.
All right. So hopefully they'll be back
Yes.
momentarily. Here, hold on. I'm gonna go to my channel and just see if um hold on.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, there were 5 people over there at the time, and now um technical difficulties.
Yes. Yes.
We had to close and reopen. Okay, somebody found us. Who's here? I can see somebody's watching us. Okay. All right. So, newest.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go. Okay. All right.
Hey.
You know who that is? That's our aunt Dolores.
Right. Hey there.
Yes. Yes. Please share your thoughts and feelings about aging in general, like positive or negative, or just getting older. Everyone here, everyone on earth is getting older,
Yes.
right? Second by second, minute by minute, and there's so many uh, thoughts about getting older. And prevailing wisdom is that it's not a good thing,
Yeah.
which is dumb, because like there's only one way to stop getting older. And
That's true.
I really believe that all of this negativity surrounding getting older it comes from companies that want to sell us things, or people who have a vested interest in us feeling bad about ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. I believe aging is a privilege. Growing older is a privilege and not a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you hear a lot of times people like, oh my gosh, another year older. Oh my goodness, my
Yeah.
bones freaking. They just talk about all the negative. I'm like, wait a minute. You don't have to be all broke down and disgusted and miserable. Just because you're getting older. You're supposed to be living like your best life.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. This is
know,
true. Yeah.
hopefully living your best life. You've gone through the oops stages,
The oop,
the oops upside your head,
what's that? I don't think I went through that stage. What is that?
the stages where you're just stupid.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Doing stuff that you have to learn by trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're out of those stages. And
Okay.
now it's just time to, embrace, growing older,
Mm-hmm.
embrace it, and yeah, embrace the journey and enjoy what's ahead. It should be smooth sailing, in the latter years.
Is that life though? Because life be
I
lifing. Is that
mean,
life?
I'm saying it should be. It doesn't always happen like that, but it should be, because yeah, I think it should be.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
By smooth sailing.
Like I know what smooth sailing sounds like, and I know people say, that your elderly years are supposed to be the golden years,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's I don't know if I don't know if is that realistic, or is it just it's like
Hmm.
life just continues, like like you're in different phases, and I don't know
Right.
if it's supposed to be any. Is it supposed to be easier at the end than at the beginning?
I think it's supposed to be easier. At least that's the way I'm looking at it. Like
Okay.
I'm looking at ways to make my life easier. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
to enjoy, my journey.
okay.
For these next 50 years or so. However much longer I have here. You know, it's just time to enjoy some things because I haven't had much enjoyment. So I'm going to enjoy this last half because I didn't enjoy the first half.
Ooh, all right. All right. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah. So yeah, grow old gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
Not being bitter or resistant to the changes, like in your body, because we go through all kind of changes in our bodies as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff
Mm-hmm.
just don't look the same. If you got a tattoo somewhere, it don't look like it used to look when you was 18, and you're 60.
Right.
It might yeah.
Ah,
And
all right.
you just have to appreciate, everything along the journey and be like, hey, this is a part of who I am.
This is true.
I'm happy to be here. A lot of people aren't, and I'm going to make the best of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I want to pull up some comments. The D said, I love it. After I had my hip surgery, now I can live pain free, ready to live it up. So she's embracing age.
Yes, yes, live it up.
Live it
Yes.
up. Live it up.
Hmm.
YOLO. YOLO. And Gloria said, I am happy that I am still here at 69 and a half years old. I look at the things that are going on now. Yes,
Right. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here and
it
to
is.
just, be able to partake in the things that, we enjoy. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I mean, we still here.
We are still here. Yeah.
Hmm.
Being here, yes, it can mean that you are dealing with some downsides in life,
Yeah.
but also able to partake in good things, like you put it, and
Right.
hopefully, the longer that you're here, the wiser you become, the more life experience you have. So
Right.
every little bump and bruise that life gives you doesn't seem
Mhm.
like the end of the world. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I've seen this before. It'll be all right.
Right, right. That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah, you have a different perspective after you've been here for a while.
yeah, yeah. There are cultures around the world where aging is revered, and elders are looked at as wiser. They're sought out
Mm.
for information and advice and just their life experiences.
Right.
The US culture happens to be one where youth is revered. And so folks spend a lot of time trying
Mm.
to look, act, feel younger.
Mm.
And I think that's a disservice. And personally, I feel like one of the best ways to age gracefully is to not believe the hype. Don't believe that. Don't
Right.
believe somebody gives you, a bouquet of black balloons because you've turned 40. Now you over the hill. What is that?
No. No.
I didn't have
No.
no sense till I was 40. I didn't have
Oh
good
my goodness.
Yeah.
I forgot what class I was in. It was probably a psych class or sociology, but it was common for people to believe that as you age, like all of these different ailments are supposed to hit you, is normal for you to, have all kind of stuff wrong with you and not have a fulfilled life. And I was like, you know what, that's right. They do tell us that. That's what's fed to us. Like,
Yes.
we're gonna be running around on, well, in on walkers and wheelchairs, and that's what's expected.
Yeah. You're gonna fall and break a hip. You're gonna
Right. And that's
all
all they talk about. So they weren't showing us that there are physically fit and active, 80-year-olds out there that's still running marathons. All we
Mhm.
seeing is the other side of things.
Yes.
I'm like, that's really crazy. And that was really an eye opener when I saw that. I'm like, you're right. Yeah, that's really tripped out.
Mhm.
It's not supposed to be, hey, this is what it's gonna be.
Mhm.
Because if that's what you're believing, you're looking forward to that.
Right.
Like when is it my turn? When am I gonna have to use a cane? If that's what you putting it out there, that's what you're looking forward to. Like, okay, yeah, you're gonna be next at some point because that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
it,
like,
it's a way of normalizing dysfunction.
yeah, yeah.
Know? But what if we expect it as part of getting older? And both of us, you and I, are both middle aged.
Mm-hmm.
You just turned 50. I'm 52. And
Mm-hmm.
what if we normalized the train of thought that says, um, as you get older, you are wiser. You have more to share
Mm-hmm.
with the people around you and your community at large. That you may choose to continue to lift weights. There are people who do that, but
Right,
staying active may look differently than it did in your 20s, because
yeah,
your body parts are older and things
right,
very
right,
old. Uh, yeah, but if we didn't expect that getting older means that I am going to be sitting in a rocking chair gumming bananas the rest of my life, if we didn't think that's what
I
it
know
looked
about
like,
gummy bananas.
yeah, then maybe we would do more. Maybe as we're in our younger years, we would know. All right, it's important for present me to take care of future me. So
Right,
start now and doing these things because I want a long, sustainable life, as opposed to it being a foregone conclusion that, okay, well, I'm going to enjoy these years because,
right. And that's exactly what's been fed to us.
yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So
Mhm.
you might as well just get ready. You're gonna have to rock 10 times before you get out the chair. That kind of stuff. Like it's gonna happen. Just wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Why that have to happen? Can we do something to prevent that happening? Like,
Some, mhm. Yeah.
yeah, why is it happening? So
Hmm.
yeah, that's really important.
Yeah,
It's really important.
it is.
Hmm.
So what are some ways that you are warding off uh, all of these things that we've mentioned, the bad things? I mean, things happen. We don't know what's going
Yeah,
to happen.
right.
Some of a percentage of people will end up with Alzheimer's,
Yeah,
or
that's
having
true.
to rock 5 times before you get out the chair.
Right, right.
But what are some things that you think we can do to avoid that?
To avoid like the physical, things that are going to happen anyway
Well,
or happen.
to
I'm,
to uh to age to help us to age gracefully.
um, I just think it has a lot to do with mindset.
Hmm. Okay, say more.
Basically, if okay, we know just like any sickness, just like if you catch the flu or whatever else is going around,
Hmm.
it's just something that you caught. Don't attribute every ache and pain to you being older. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, you're like, oh, my knees are hurting. Your knees can hurt and you be 10 years old. 10-year-olds have aches and pains.
True.
So why does every pain that you have when you're older have to be attributed to old age?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like it has a lot to do with mindset, and that's how I think about it. I'm like, look, when I couldn't hardly walk a few months ago, I was like, look, I ain't supposed to be like this, no matter what's going on. I'm like, this is not what's about to be happening.
Oh,
I don't care how old I am, how long my bones been in existence, this ain't it.
you don't think that matters? It doesn't matter how long your body, like, when you're 25, your body is basically brand new. Okay.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
50, it's twice as old. It's been through some things, like,
That's true, but everything doesn't have to be attributed to being old. You know what I'm saying?
I
Not everything.
I
Some
agree.
things are gonna happen no matter, like I said, if you're 10 or if you're 50. It's teenagers that have back pain.
Yes.
You know, one of my sons was having back pain, and he was what, 19, 20.
Okay.
Things happen. So it's
Yeah.
all about changing your mindset, how you look at things, and if you have an like arthritis and stuff, that is more common, in elderly people. But I
Mhm.
mean, they have stuff for that.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
think it has a lot to do with with how you yeah, with your mindset and how you process everything.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, how do you receive it, and what are your feelings about what you're going through?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And before I add my 2 cents, I'm going to go to the comments.
Okay.
Okay. Gloria said it's absolutely a blessing. I think she means to get older.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only one way to stop getting older. Like, and so I don't know why we trip about it. It's like it is a blessing. Sometimes I do have a little pain. I can still take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know the feeling of rocking out of my chair. When you're doing some deep couch sitting and you just stuck. You sat down too long and it's like, oh. Yeah.
I do too. I know about the rocking off of stuff, but it's like I attribute that to me being tall, and I call a lot of the furniture these days like little people furniture.
Yeah, I don't buy little people furniture. Like couches, if I choose a couch, I make sure it's got length to support my leg
Right.
and not be cutting into my thighs. Because you're what, 5'8.5",
5'9". Yeah,
five
5.
nine. Okay. And I'm
Yeah,
five.
so I'm like, some places I'm like, man, they got these little people chairs again. Like, man, like this it's just too low. So yeah, I'll be rocking and trying to get up. Like, man, got to scope out the place. Can you imagine Shaq coming and sit
No,
in that salon that we went to?
no. He would have been on the floor trying to sit on that
His
chair.
knees would have been up to his chin.
That's true. Little people. Yeah, but we are taller. We're larger than the average. I hear the average around the world is 5'4". I
Oh,
think
5'4".
five
Wow.
four, but I think Americans tend to be taller. I don't know what our average is, but we got hormones in our food, so
Ooh, I wouldn't do good in China, huh? I probably wouldn't be able
oh
to go
no,
sit anywhere.
it'd be a problem. It'll be a problem. Oh, Gloria said she has little people furniture. Are you a little people, Gloria? How tall are you? Share with us, please.
I wouldn't be able to get up from your furniture, Gloria.
Oh no. I looked up some free tips for aging gracefully because
Okay.
folks are always trying to sell us creams and this will wind back the years. Nothing's winding back the years, all right? Like,
Right, right.
but I wanted to find things that we can do each day over time that will add up to us, feeling better as we age.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, most of them are really just managing health. you know
Right, right.
do you mind if I read those, if I
Go
read them?
ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, prioritize sleep.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Manage stress. We know this. We
Yeah,
know. Yeah. Pri-
definitely manage stress.
yep. Stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book I read years ago that opened my eyes to the importance of staying hydrated. It's called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. And
Okay.
so many things like aches and pains, my back hurts, my head hurts, this is bothering me. It's because your body needs some water.
Yeah, body is made up of a whole lot of water. Yeah.
Right, right. But it didn't, the light bulb didn't go on until I read that book. And so now if I rarely get a headache, but when I get one, first thing I do is drink some water. And
Drink
it
some water.
way. Hmm.
Yes.
Eat a balanced diet. We know fruits,
Oh
vegetables.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Whole grains and lean
That
protein.
means a lot. Yeah, different foods. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah. will have effects on you.
Limit processed foods and sugary drinks, because that
Man,
stuff ain't food. It's not food to our body. Our body's like, what is this? Okay, it tastes good to the mouth. So
yeah, I was just talking to one of my kids about that. Like, yeah, how did the people back in the Bible days live so long?
they weren't they
They
weren't
didn't have all this junk. They didn't
yeah.
have all this. They didn't have all this junk. What's the difference between then and now? Processed
Pollution,
food.
processed food and pollution
Yeah, exactly.
and stress, more different
Oh
type of
yes,
stress.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely the processed food. How's people living 150 years and men still making babies at 102? And I'm like, wait a minute, what's the difference? Yeah, they start putting all this garbage in our food.
Yeah, I don't think we want men still making babies at 102. I mean, I think they
Well,
can.
I mean,
I think they can, but
it was normal for the wives to still be able to have them.
did that sound good to you?
Well, I mean, but see, that's the mindset.
Girl, look.
They were old. They were
You
old, but
pregnant?
they might have been. They were healthy.
All right.
They were
All
old and healthy.
right. That sounds horrible to me.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Ugh. Challenge your mind. Read books, do puzzles, or learn a new skill. Keep that brain
Yeah,
active.
yeah,
Yeah. Even like word games on your phone or on
yeah.
your,
I love word games.
mhm. Connect with others. Spend time with loved ones and build strong social connections. Community is important. Find your
Yeah,
people, a
yeah.
tribe. If you don't like
That's
your
important.
family, make some friends. If you don't like friends, go online and find a community that way or whatever.
Right.
If you don't like nobody, something wrong with you. So fix it.
Yeah,
Go to
that's true. That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Practice self-care. Take time for yourself to relax and recharge. That's
Right.
and the last one that they gave me was embrace a positive mindset. Focus on
Mhm.
the good things in your life and practice gratitude.
That's important. That's
Mhm.
important. You have to have a good outlook and a good attitude about things, because how can you grow older gracefully if you grumpy, you're always complaining, everything is, woe is me. You have to look at the bright side of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to. And that's something I'm learning to do. I had something, well, I'm not gonna tell what it was, but something that popped up unexpectedly. And at first, I was starting to get a little upset. I was like, well, look at the outcome. I was benefited by this situation, so I really can't complain about you know what it is. But it's like looking at what you what you
I
looking like.
know. When we go offline, we'll talk about it because I don't know if I
You
know.
know what I just told you the other day that
Oh, you're
popped up.
pregnant.
No, yeah, that I'd be rich if I was. If I wind up pregnant, yeah,
We
I'd be
put you in the
rich.
circus.
Yeah, I'd be suing the hospital. But yeah,
Okay.
it's all in. Yeah, you just have to embrace the different things that happen and put things in perspective.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and just it growing up gracefully takes a lot of acceptance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to really sit and think about some things the other night. Like I said, I had a situation pop up. It's sort of private, and I was like, I could either be pissed off
Mhm.
and remain pissed off, or I can find a way to, deal with this, emotionally.
Yeah.
And then once I worked all of that out of my head, I was like, okay, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But it was a process of me working through it.
That shows wisdom, growth, like through life
Yeah,
experience, and it also goes back to what I just read about staying positive because
yeah,
when something happens, you can choose how to react to it.
that's true.
Unless it's a life or death situation where you got right now, you got like not even 5 seconds, 5/10 of a second to decide if you're gonna live or die. Most things are not like that.
Right.
Just take a moment and go, okay, which decision is for my highest good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fussing and fighting and cussing people out or, swinging on somebody,
Right.
throwing something at them, talking about them? That's in most cases, that's not, none of that is going to bring you peace.
That's true.
So what other option is there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could have been walking around here moping around, mad, fussing, calling companies and snapping. And I mean, I just been mad for a week or two.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, that can
And who would that have hurt?
me, because that started a whole ripple, of effects, stressed out, mad, angry, just a mess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just a mess.
Yeah.
And yes, we know stress takes years off your life. So
Mhm.
don't nobody get time for that.
It makes your entire your just every system upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple of comments here. Okay, Gloria already told us she got little people furniture. The D said she's 5'3" and doesn't like low furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, you had a big comfy couch the last time I was over there. Big brown fluffy couch.
Oh.
Oh, Gloria's 5'1". Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we got some little people in the in the live comments today. I know, giant over here. I wanted to buy your couch, Nicole. Yes, I remember. I remember that. A friend of mine has it. So when I go back to LA, I get to sit on it.
This is sort of random. I'm looking at Gloria's little picture here.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask, are you from Illinois? If you feel comfortable answering, because you look sort of familiar. Like I want to say I've met you before.
I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to make this picture big. I can't make it
Yeah,
big. All
if you're the Gloria that used to work at a pregnant girl school, let me
Oh
know.
my goodness, that would be wild if that was the same Gloria.
She looks really familiar to somebody. Okay, Louisiana.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
you look
Yeah.
very familiar.
Okay.
And her name was Gloria too. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Something else I wanted to look at was that there are cultures that revere aging. And I wanted to know the difference between how they treat people as they age and how the US treats people as they age.
Oh,
And cultures that revere aging respect and honor older adults as sources of wisdom, experience, and stability. They're
yeah.
often treated with great respect and deference. Not, shut up, you old bat, you don't know nothing,
Right,
They
right,
wouldn't think of saying something like that, even if they felt that way. But now people, no, folks don't care. Folks are knocking elderly people in the head, and they don't think folks
right. There's
acting.
definitely a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
just watching, I don't know how many of you all watch those shows like 90 Day Fiance,
Mm-hmm.
and you see how the different cultures deal with their parents.
Yeah.
Even it's a young lady on there now. I think she's in Indonesia, and she's dating an American guy. So they're over there in Indonesia, and just the way she is supposed to take care of her parents. She respects their what they have to say about everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally different. It's like their lives are based around what the elders have to say and what they think.
Which I also wouldn't like. I think for me personally, I wouldn't like that extreme either. But I think there's can be a middle ground, like
Right.
because I'm American, I'm very much
Right,
American.
but it's like I like how the respect is there.
Oh
They're
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
they're very respectful, and there's no back talking, and they just really look up to the elderly, and they take account that the elderly are always supposed to be taken care of.
Okay.
That is like that's a priority. Where
Mm-hmm.
in the US it's totally different.
Mm.
It's like you get old, okay, you need a diaper one time, you going in the nursing home. A lot of times that's what's happening. I used to work in a nursing home, and I saw a lot of cases like that. I'm like, why is this person even here? Like, you got like 18 kids. Um, nobody had time to take you in because mom or dad started wetting the bed. Like, are you serious?
I gotta ask you though. Okay, I know you've worked in nursing homes, and some people see nursing homes as inherently bad. But honestly, I don't have any children. I've already told my niece Kalia she need to, make sure she gets her life together and does well because I'm coming to live with her. But if she vetoes that, then I'll probably be in a nursing home. And I'm okay with that choice. I'm okay with that. I mean, just somebody come make sure I ain't get knocked in the head. But like,
It
I don't.
Okay, a nursing home, I think, should be a last resort. That's just my opinion. It should be a last resort if the parent just, isn't manageable. You know what I'm saying? Like medically, necessary stuff like that. But
Mhm.
if, your parent is still able to walk and talk and, you know, stuff like that, it shouldn't be an option.
You mean if
All
they
nurses,
want to live with you? Because not every parent wants to live with
that
their kids.
That's true too. Some of the people, yeah, may want to go into a nursing home, but the majority of them that I've dealt with were very resentful and they didn't
Oh,
want to go into a nursing home. And some of the
that's
nursing homes I worked at, they were not like the $1 million club type of nursing home. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So you saying you want to go to a nursing home, yeah,
Yeah,
if
I don't
that's
want to be at the Roach Motel where they beat me at
exactly.
4 o'clock every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, you don't want to be at the place where the flies and the roaches reside.
I do not.
And sometimes a bed bug or two. So yeah.
Yeah, no, no. You're right. You're
Yep.
absolutely
So that's it is some stigma with nursing homes. There are some very nice ones. I worked at a couple that look, people would rent out the place to have weddings and be at the gazebo and looking over the waterfront. Yeah, I've worked at some beautiful ones. They
wow.
had barber shops in a basement, beauty parlors. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Extremely expensive, I assume.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
extremely expensive. Yeah, had a little
Okay.
ladies with the. You haven't seen this in a long time. Little ladies with the purple hair, the
Oh,
blueberry hair.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I always knew when it was salon day. I'm like, oh, I go in and everybody's sitting at the table ready to eat with the little purple hair.
Looking pretty. Looking pretty. Nails done. Yeah.
Right, the nails done. Yeah, all of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is a big difference. If mom or dad is going somewhere like that, opposed to
Oh,
somebody
yeah. Yeah.
just being lazy and just
Just stick them somewhere. Anywhere.
yeah, so you ain't got to deal with them. It's a
Yeah.
big difference. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Active participation is another difference in cultures that revere aging.
yeah,
Older adults are encouraged to remain active and engaged in community life. Their contributions
right,
are valued and sought after.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Instead of calling, I don't like it when I hear folks talking about elderly people. Oh, they're so cute. It's like this person has led a whole life, can tell you things that you couldn't even
Right.
imagine, and you've reduced them to calling them cute.
Cute. That's a little weird. Cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It
like,
happens a lot. Oh, you're cute. What?
what? Yeah, that's weird. That would be weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
wow.
we got some comments here. Angelique, that's our
Hey,
youngest sister. Hey, Jeannie.
hey there.
uh,
Yeah.
Gloria said hello, Angelique. Also, yeah, always good to see you popping in. I talked to Angelique earlier. She's funny. uh,
Girl,
int-
I know you be making me hungry, girl. So I
yes,
need to come hang out with you because, girl,
Angelique
you
posting food on her
oh
Facebook.
my gosh. I be showing Kevin. I'm like, man, look at what she got now. But
Intergenerational relationships,
what's
strong
that?
intergenerational relationships,
Oh
strong
yeah.
bonds between generations, with older adults playing key roles in raising children and passing down cultural traditions. That's important.
That's important.
We got some of that. We got a lot of that because
Mhm.
at one point in our family, we had 5 generations
Man,
of us alive at one time.
yeah,
And
that's something else.
mhm. It was so nice. I mean, because if you have young people raising children, teaching them how to be in the world when the parents haven't even, they're so young, they haven't lived enough to know how to be in the world themselves, then
Yeah,
who's teaching them? Where the elders need to talk
that's
to them.
true.
Elders with good sense, because not every elder got good.
That is true. That's what. Yeah, I'm blessed to have had that experience with
Yep.
me having kids so young because I ain't had no sense. I had no sense at all. So yeah, I was blessed. Yeah, my grandmother was still alive. My great grandmother was still alive for
Grandfather.
the bulk of the children that I had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I always got good advice.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't understand when people would put down older people. Like I just didn't get it because I thought the older people in my life were wise and beautiful. So it was like, oh,
Hmm.
you're old or whatever. I'm like, well, why would you want to be around a bunch of people your age who don't know nothing? Like why?
Right.
Yeah,
See.
yeah.
They just don't like the wisdom, and what they're being told goes against what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's what it is. Because the old folks gonna tell you like it is, and straight with no chaser.
Yeah. There's fear too. There's fear that in time, oh my goodness, right now I'm youthful in a culture that reveres youth and equates it with beauty,
Hmm.
and they don't see beauty in being older. They don't see the
Yeah.
wisdom in getting older. They just see people who are stuck in their ways, you know,
Wow.
maybe grumpy, got
Mhm.
wrinkles, but they don't see that as that's
They don't
if
see the good part.
if you live long enough, you gotta go in that direction.
Right.
That's
Right.
not good.
So this is a little out there, but how do you feel
Hmm.
about there's a lot of people that get plastic surgery? And as far as we're talking about growing older gracefully, do you feel like they're embracing that part of growing older gracefully, or they're trying not to, get older, or how can I put it? You know what I was trying to say. They're trying to avoid growing older, even though they're growing older anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nobody's getting plastic surgery to try to look older. So yes, people are trying to look younger or look a certain way. Um, personally, I have no desire to get plastic surgery
Hmm.
if nothing is wrong with me. Like it's one thing if
Right.
God forbid, I were in a disfiguring accident and something happened, and I'd want my face to be back as normal for me as possible.
Right. Right.
Trying to look uh, a whole different way to
Hmm.
me signals a self-esteem issue that could
Yeah.
be dealt with in a
Right.
because if you're at the point where you're carving yourself up like a Thanksgiving turkey to look like something other than what you look like, you
Not a
know,
turkey.
it's as Beyonce said, I like to quote Beyonce, it's the soul that needs the surgery. So
Mm, yeah. Yeah. I see that.
yeah, so
So another aspect of growing older gracefully can be what you're giving back, that brings enjoyment, in your life.
what you're giving back or what you are being
What
given.
you're giving back, like to society or something, like activities can
Okay.
make you, grow older gracefully because you have a sense of fulfillment, and
Hmm.
that'll make you happy. You have a wealth of knowledge from everything you learned throughout the year. So yeah, growing older gracefully, give back to the community or whatever it is, that
Hmm.
you find enjoyment. You're giving, and is given back to you too.
How do you do that in a society that says, sit your old A down? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you do that?
Well, I mean, a lot of places don't mind, like the older adults, giving back or helping out with different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't, yeah, I haven't seen where they're that mean, where they like, no, you can't come and, work in the donation center or the soup kitchen. Who gonna say that?
Okay.
You
Oh,
know, yeah, charities and stuff are usually pretty, pretty cool. So it all depends on what, it looks like for you. I mean, for me, going old gracefully, I'll be, volunteering at some places, that I'm interested in, but that might not look the same for everybody.
mm-hmm. Right.
But you have to find something where you find, fulfillment.
Yeah. Yeah. A charity. Um, they're often like when you go to your polling place during an
Mhm.
election, there are often a number of older people there working the polling places. I
Right.
think
Yeah. There
also
were. Yeah.
understand the importance of voting. You know, over
Yeah.
lifetime, they've seen, they've seen a lot of changes, a lot of
Right.
yeah, people come and go, and they want to give back. So
Yeah.
that's
That's true.
staying active in whatever interests you. Could be the
Well,
arts, could be dancing, could be yoga, could
anything.
be anything, could be holding baby. What do they call the people who hold the babies? Candy, is that a candy striper? Or do they have a new
Candy,
name?
candy
You know,
stripe. Hold babies.
the ones who hold the babies on the maternity, like in the nursery. I don't know. They used to have,
Girl,
I
the
don't
candy
know.
strippers sell candy.
Okay, well, I'm talking about somebody different. You all know,
I don't know. I
any
don't
of our
know what.
viewers know, like, because you can, well, you used to be, people are crazy now, so maybe they don't do it anymore, but you used
Yeah.
to volunteer to rock the babies in the nursery.
Oh wow. Oh,
Mhm.
that's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't know that.
But maybe they don't do it anymore. I don't
They
know.
they probably don't because folks is a little
Sick
nuts
in
these
the head.
days. Being ran out with somebody's baby. That
Uh,
grandma done took the baby.
she can't. I mean, she can't run too fast. So she ain't hard to catch.
But
Gloria,
like our great grandmama used to say, the kids kept her young. That's how
yes,
she felt. I mean, she had a bunch of grandkids and great grandkids, and yeah, she said they kept her young.
yeah,
She
yeah,
enjoyed every minute of those kids.
yeah. Overfeeding everybody. Yes, she did.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she had a ball overfeeding Brandon. That's my oldest son. He's 35. And yeah, they had a special relationship.
They did. They did. Now, Gloria said something that I've heard quite a bit from active people who are middle aged or older.
Mhm.
I am not ready for the part of hanging around other elderly people. I've heard that
What
from
about
folks who are active because they're like, no, like, they're people who are active and can still get around and do things. Um,
right?
don't want to hang around with and this is, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like people who have oxygen tanks or who who don't do anything or sometimes can't do anything. But
Well,
that's not an age thing. I think that's a mobility thing, you know.
right. I mean, and there's different groups where there are active older people. So yeah, you really wouldn't have to hang around, the people, you can hang around people like yourself.
Yes, true,
Yeah.
true. I
Because
love seeing the women out in the Red Hat Society. I love to see them out having a good time. You seen them, right, with the red hat? They wear red and purple.
I haven't. I have to. I got to catch up. I
Google
haven't seen
Red
them.
Hat Society. Everybody, Google
I've
it.
seen. I've seen the men, the gray bearded gang. I've seen them though. You
I
haven't seen,
I don't think I've seen
girl. Take a look.
them. Okay, this sound like
The gray bearded
anyway.
gang. The well seasoned men. Yeah, they all have like nice, well groomed gray beards, and they hang out together, dressed very nicely.
That sound like the Zaddy movement. We're about to get in trouble on here. Okay, so all right. Well, uh, this has been fun.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
it
as we
has
age,
been.
let's do it in a way that that makes us happy. You know, it's
Right.
individual for each person, but I think we all want to feel good as we age. We want
Yes.
to look our best to ourselves as we age. We want our
Right.
brains to be as sharp and functional as they can be. And
Yes.
the way to ensure these things uh, is to start now. Start now.
Oh, look at the comments.
What you laughing at? Wait, hold on. What's going
Our
on over
aunt.
here? They are fine. Okay, I'm gonna Google after we get off of here. The gray beard gang, is that what they call the gray
Well,
beard
yeah,
gang?
it's a group of guys with gray beards. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna be up in some DMs. I'm single. You
Oh,
better not do it though.
no, I wouldn't dare.
Thank you.
Also, I want to say, and just be intentional. Seeing that we are growing older gracefully, we have to be intentional about everything that we do. You know what we allow in our lives. You know, we have to be very intentional. We don't have time, to waste on things that are not going to bring us, joy and fulfillment.
Facts.
So yeah, I just want to throw that out there for free.
For free. For free. Okay. All right. Well, I can't say it any better than Melanie just said it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday, the same time, same
Same,
stations.
same.
Please remember to thumbs up if you got some enjoyment or value out of this. Share, please. And what else? What else? Subscribe and click the bell.
Subscribe and
Yeah.
leave us some comments of things you want to discuss. If there's anything you want us to discuss.
Okay. Have a good week, good rest of your week. Take care of
Yes.
yourself, take care of each other, and see
See ya.
you. Bye.
Bye.